Good morning. My name is Sharzad Morgan, and I am going to talk in this video about premature ejaculation. If you have any questions for me or you would like to schedule a coaching call, please go to my website, thetreasurewithincoaching.com, where I have 3 convenient ways for you to connect with me: $50 for an email, $200 for a video call, or $250 for an in-person appointment in my home office in San Diego. You can also join my membership area on YouTube or just continue to enjoy these free videos. What is premature ejaculation? That is when a man climaxes before he wants to, usually in 1 or 2 strokes or less than a minute, definitely under 2 minutes. I would consider any man who climaxes in under 2 minutes to have premature ejaculation, unless he wants to climax in 2 minutes, in which case it's perfectly fine. Now you might ask, why is this a problem? And it probably isn't. If you're the guy who comes really quick in round 1, you take a few minutes for round 2, and then you can last longer, I don't think it's a problem at all. You just tell your wife or your girlfriend, hey, I just come fast the first time, that's just how I am, and I go for a second round. But still, you may want to watch the rest of this video to get some tips to challenge yourself to see if maybe that first time you could go a little bit longer. So, I'm going to give you some tips for figuring out why you have premature ejaculation. At the heart of premature ejaculation is some kind of anxiety. Now, I'm just telling you what I have learned from working with men, from talking to other women who have worked with men in a professional capacity in this, also from Tantra teachers. And everything that I've ever been taught and that I have experienced has to do with anxiety. Anxiety as in, I want to get out of this situation, and the quickest way to end this intercourse encounter is for me to come. Because a man who is enjoying the experience does not want it to end. So guys, this is an opportunity for you to do some real soul searching into what exactly you're feeling emotionally when you're having intercourse. Are you uncomfortable with your penis? Because I have found that men with very short penises come very quickly. There's some anxiety about their size. And I know this because when I tell them that it feels really good, and it does, as long as it's like the size of a finger and hard, I can feel it, they last longer. So if your penis is real small and you have penis anxiety, you're going to come real quick. It's a subconscious thing. It's the quickest way to get it over with. She doesn't like it anyway. I want to get out of this, so I'm just going to come quick and it'll be over. Another common one is fear of emotional intimacy. If you're a man who's not in a relationship, if you don't like relationships, if they scare you, you don't feel safe, the intimacy is too much, you're going to come quick. This is a huge one that a lot of men may not want to admit. The intimacy is scary. It creates anxiety. Again, how do I get out of the anxiety? I just come quick and I tell myself I can't help it. Those are the 2 common sources of anxiety that I know, but feel free to leave some others in the comment. Not liking your penis, being uncomfortable with the emotional intimacy, anxiety. It's basically some kind of anxiety about where you are in the current situation. So what can you do about it? Well, the first thing is to just be very honest with yourself about what's really going on. Because like I said before, a man who is enjoying himself does not want it to end. A man who's enjoying himself does not want it to end. They'll say things like, oh, you just feel so good. Oh, your pussy's just so good. But that's just their rationalization, because deep down, if it was that good, they would want it to last. So I'm going to give you some tips for how to make it last. But first, I still want to go into, let's figure out what's really going on with you internally. And what kind of anxiety are you having? I also would give my clients like some kind of letter writing exercise. In part 1, you write a letter to your penis. How you feel about your penis. You can just use your penis as an example. And after you finish writing that letter, I give you part 2, and I'll spoiler alert. Part 2 will be your penis writing a letter back to you. So you have to get into your body and get really embodied, maybe even your heart. Write a letter to your heart, and then your heart writes a letter back to you. Get really honest with yourself about how you feel when you're intimate with a woman. Okay? The next tip is to work on your breathing. You cannot come if your body's relaxed. So what I do with guys in the appointments when I was an escort, I would have them breathe very slowly and keep their abs relaxed and keep your breathing slow. When you inhale and exhale slowly, your body will automatically relax. You will not be able to come. You have to tense to come. You may not realize it, but start paying attention to your tensing when you come. So, for example, we're going to breathe in and out. Relax your pelvic floor muscles. Relax your abs. Keep your body relaxed. Okay, that's the breathing. Number 3, this also has to do when you're with the woman. When you feel like you're close to coming, have her stop moving. Just slow down so you can train yourself to last longer. Also, just realize that a lot of women don't really like this jackrabbit thrusting. That's how you come. As a man, you're going to come from the friction, especially around your head going in and out of the vagina. But there are a lot of other ways that you can have intercourse that don't involve that at all. For example, if you're just entering the woman and she's just grinding on you, you're not going to come from that. Or she's just moving around or grinding or just going slow on this part. So start paying attention to the kind of thrusting that you're doing to come, or what position you come in the most easiest. Usually the guy on top, or whatever, sometimes the woman on top. So you have to learn your body, what really makes you go, and slow down. If you go real slow, or you let the woman move around on you the way she enjoys, which is not going to be this. Most women are not going to like this in and out thing. So you can prolong your orgasm by just having different moves. Now, why would a woman, you might ask, why would a woman want it to last longer if she doesn't come from the intercourse alone? Well, some women can come from intercourse, they say 20%, but I think they're coming because they're grinding or getting some kind of clitoral stimulation during the thrusting action. But even though it feels good, it doesn't mean that you have to come. You can still enjoy it. For example, I enjoy having my head massage. I don't come from it, but I love it. I enjoy when a guy kisses my neck. It really turns me on, but I don't have an orgasm from it. So there are many things where we enjoy pleasure, and we don't want the pleasure to end. And the longer a woman is having intercourse, if she enjoys it, the more turned on she gets. So there are reasons that women want it to last longer. I'm going to give you one more tip that you can pay attention to is how long do you last when you're masturbating, getting a hand job, or getting oral? Do you just come quick from intercourse, or do you also come quick when she's giving you a hand job or she's giving you oral? Do you just come quick if she's on top, if she's reverse cowgirl, if she's doggy style? The most intimate position is a frontal position. I'm going to give you one more tip. Men whose favorite position is the woman facing away from him, like reverse cowgirl or doggy style, have a hidden intimacy issue. Sorry, guys. So some of your premature ejaculation issues may have to do with your emotional unavailability, your emotional avoidance, and using sex just as a way to get off instead of as an opportunity to connect because you're uncomfortable with the connection. That's really the bottom line. Men who come quick are uncomfortable with the intimacy and the connection. They're uncomfortable with their penis. They're uncomfortable with the intimacy. They're uncomfortable with the connection deep down. And we all have our limits, what we're comfortable with. I have my limits too, what I'm comfortable with. So I'm not making anyone feel bad. I'm just giving you some insights that could be helpful. So you can ask yourself, well, what is making me uncomfortable about this? What doesn't feel safe? Something's not feeling safe. It's creating anxiety, tension, and tension wants to release. So these are my ideas. These are my tips. If you have anything to contribute to this conversation about what causes it, what tips can be done for it, what it's like to have it, if you've tried any of these tips and they worked or didn't work, please leave comments so in this community we can share this with each other. And I'll be back for the comments. Again, if you want to talk to me about it, I would be asking you these questions individually and help you get some more understanding of what's going on with you. And sometimes that's super helpful. I do my virtual calls over phone or over Zoom. And that's the most common way that I do it. And we can also explore, different situations that bring you different experiences with it, or just play around on your own and see if you have different experiences after you've done some of this work, and writing that letter to your penis, writing that letter to your heart, having your heart and your penis write a letter back to you. This is a very powerful exercise, actually. So I hope this video has been helpful, and thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, everyone.